Hey guys, it's Mike here. Welcome to AutoVlog. Today's video, we're going to cover a topic that a lot of people ask me about from time to time, and that is regarding the equipment I use for my YouTube videos and the car reviews that I do. So we're going to go over the cameras that I use and also the equipment that I use for a certain type of filming and the different purposes that they have and so on. So without further ado, let's take a look at the equipment that I use. Alright, so currently I am obviously filming with a camera here, and we're going to cover that last. And what we're going to start with is the camera that I started using whenever I created the channel. It's my iPhone. Now this iPhone actually isn't the one that I started using. This is an iPhone 6 right there. When I first started the channel, it was my iPhone 5 that I was using because that's all I had at that time. That iPhone 5 was traded in for this iPhone 6, but the original iPhone that I used, I probably made at least 40-50 videos with. So if you're just starting out on YouTube, whether you're doing car reviews or something else, you don't really need a bunch of fancy camera equipment at all. iPhone works just great. I mean, it has a good camera. This isn't the 6S, so it doesn't film in 4K. It's 1080p, but works just fine. And the one thing that I actually don't have, and that every pretty much YouTuber does have, is a tripod. I actually haven't bought a tripod yet because I really haven't needed one yet. I am going to get one. I attempted to buy a nice tripod once. Not nice, but to buy a tripod once, and it's this thing right here. This is for the iPhone, and it just folds out like that, and obviously you can extend it and so on. Now, I've hardly ever used it, and as you can see by this little clip here is that it's not very sturdy. So first time I attempted at using it, the wind took it and chugged my iPhone. You see here, right in the ground. I guess you can't really see it, but it banged my phone, and that just kind of pissed me off, so I stopped using it. Now, from going from my iPhone and wanting to step my game up a little bit, I bought my first GoPro. So this is the first GoPro that I bought, and I mean, this is an excellent camera for action shots mainly. I mean, obviously you can't zoom with a GoPro and so on, but you can place the GoPro in so many awesome different positions on the car, inside the car, outside of it, and get these really awesome angles. And to do so, I use suction cup mounts. So this is the first suction cup mount that I bought, and I still use this all the time. It is excellent. It's not the one that GoPro wants you to buy, which is this one right here. I have this one as well, but I like this one a whole lot better. It's just bigger. It's just easier to use as well. Although the GoPro suction mount, it works fine as well, but I would say that I use this one more. I then later on got a second GoPro, so I can get more angles while doing a car review at the same time without having to, switch the one GoPro from different spots all the time. So I now have two GoPros. I then got a gimbal. So this is the Tech G4S, which is awesome when it works. But ever since I got this, and I actually made a video about it as well, it has been malfunctioning from time to time. So the difference between this one and the predecessor is that it has a joystick here. So basically it'll pan 360 and do all kinds of angles and stuff, but that hasn't really been working properly for a long time. And I bought it from a online store by the name of banggood.com, and I don't know, they just seem so damn shisty, so I haven't been wanting to send it back to them, but rather the manufacturer, but the manufacturer's in China. So, and I really needed it for a long time before I bought the camera that I'm filming this with. So, you know, I would still use it, but wasn't able to really pan and that kind of thing with it. So that's the reason why I still have it, but I will be returning that to the manufacturer so I can get a new one that works properly. Now regarding GoPros and, you know, sound and microphone and everything, if you're inside and you're close to the camera, that mic works pretty good. That's on the GoPro. But as soon as you get outside, and usually when you film in a car view, you are outside at some point, and if it's windy, I mean, you're done. It's horrible. I mean, the audio quality sucks. Obviously, there's no like wind muff or whatever on the microphone on the GoPros here. So what I did was I bought an external mic called Polar Pro. I've used that a couple times. It works pretty good both inside and outside of the vehicle. Now, before I bought this mic, I bought this mic over here. This is a Bluetooth capable microphone for GoPros by Removu. So this has worked okay for me a couple times, but then it started kind of malfunctioning on me, and it made the GoPro act kind of funny certain times. I mean, it's basically a backpack that you stick on the back of the GoPro. So obviously it's not compatible if you're using it with the gimbal. So, but you know, for mounting the GoPro inside the car, you could have it on the back there, and then you have a piece that pretty much I would put like right here and use as a mic. But I emailed them a couple times and asked them about their return policy. They never really got back to me, so you know, I wouldn't really advise anyone to use this mic or this company. Sad enough, but that's just the truth. Now, this right here, and by the way, I'm filming all this on my bed here, so if you're wondering what the heck kind of setting this is I just needed an area that could kind of fit all my stuff here so I can get it in the shot. But this is what I use for those nicer panning shots, especially in like intro shots to my reviews and everything. Let's see here. So you just move it, and then you get that really nice sliding shot, as you can see here in some video clip examples. Very cheap thing I bought on Amazon. I mean, you can get sliders that cost, you know, hundreds and thousands of dollars. This was probably around $80, and it works just fine for me. Now this is just an additional thing that I bought that basically I put my camera on, and you know, it'll pan and move, and you can turn it around and all kinds of stuff there. But we'll get to that camera here shortly. Now this right here is a chest strap for the GoPro that I have never used. I don't really know why I bought this. I don't really know what I would use it for, but I do have it. And then here we have another suction cup mount that is just a little sturdier than the original one that I showed you right here. So I use this for my Handycam that I'm filming with right now, because it weighs a little more than a GoPro does. So that is a very good suction cup as well. It's basically the same as this one. It just has two suction cups instead of just one. Alright, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to film the rest of the video with my iPhone, so we can take a look at the camera that I'm actually filming with right now, which is the main camera that I use for all my reviews. It is a Sony AX33 and it films in 4K. Let's take a look at it. Alright, so here is the Sony 4K Handycam camera that I use for all my videos. And the reason why I bought it is because it films in 4K. And I wanted that crystal clear resolution in the videos. And I know that a lot of you guys appreciate that as well. It's an excellent camera, and it is by far the most expensive piece of equipment that I bought. I mean, this one alone was $800, and that was on sale because the new AX53 was coming out. So there is a better version of this camera that you can buy, that is the Sony AX100. But I chose to go with this one. It's a little smaller, and it has the Boss stabilization feature in it as well, just to help with you know, shakiness in the video and so on. And also another feature or another piece of equipment that I use for this camera is, I'm going to show you here, this thing right here. Basically, it's a handle and a monopod type feature to it. Show it here if I can do that with one hand. And you can kind of set the camera like so if you want to. But mainly what I use it for is it just screws on to the camera in that little hole right there. And then it's like a handle. And then what it has is a start and stop button. You can take a photo, and you can also zoom with this. So it's an excellent little feature. You just connect it to the actual camera with this little plug here. And that is what I use mainly, or that is what I use all the time when I'm shooting my reviews. I mean, a GoPro, that'll cost you about, and these, by the way, are GoPro Hero 4 Silvers. They're not black, so they film in 1080p, and you can get a 4K resolution in them as well, but then it's only 24 frames per second. Okay, so we're back here with the Sony AX33 filming. Now also, I'm not using that right now because I wanted to show you guys here, is I just recently purchased a mic for the Sony camera. As you can see right here, I'm actually going to set the camera up on the little monopod that I just showed you guys here. Alright guys, so this is the mic that I bought. That it just connects to on the top of the actual Handycam here. And basically I use this when I'm outside, so I don't have to deal with the wind noise and stuff like that. Has a little wind muff that you just put on like that. This camera that I'm shooting with here, the Sony AX33, actually has an excellent mic within itself here, but again, the issue with wind noise and stuff, it doesn't have a wind muffler on it, so that's why I bought this little mic right here, so I can be outside and not have to worry about, you know, wind noise and you guys not being able to hear what I'm saying. So this is pretty much the, oh yeah, I forgot about this. This is the head strap that I use for POV videos. You just put your GoPro on there. So yeah, that is pretty much the main equipment that I use for all my car reviews and you know, other vlogs and stuff that I do. I mean, I'll be buying more equipment in the future here, but pretty much this is all that I need at the moment, except for the addition of a real tripod that I will be getting here shortly. But like I said, I haven't really been needing that up to this point at least. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I didn't want to make this video too long, so if there's something that I didn't cover that you guys wondering about, just leave it in the comment section below. If this is your first time visiting the channel and you haven't already, please subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.